So we've been here for about a year. This is our farm, and I wanted to kind of show some of the things that we're struggling with and some of the things that we've already done in this last year.
I was filming.
All of these trees are really overgrown and they need pruned desperately. Several of them, like this one over here, those 4 over here, all are infected with bugs, so we may end up taking them down and replanting, but it's still a work in progress. Then if you go further up our mountain, because our property goes all the way to the mountain here, you can see trees down, shrubs down. All of this is trees that have come down this winter, because that area is completely overgrown. There's a wisteria tree right here that we're trying to get to so that we can put an arbor there, but it's in desperate need of pruning. We did put up a trampoline and because there was a massive amount of burning that had to be done. We've decreased this pile, this splash pile that was left, by about 2/3, but we're still trying to get that all cleaned out and burnt in these burn barrels.
So there's 3 of these here, and
then show this splash pile again. This splash pile was
about
3 times the size of this.
Yeah.
You couldn't even see the stuff back here. So we've been composting the burn and cardboard and food. I don't know that I would show in there too much, but
and we can get burning done in about 15 minutes of having about 2 garbage cans full of burn. So
paper, so we get it going really good with the paper from our houses, and then we just start cutting this up and filling the barrels with the stuff that was left. Our goal is to actually fence this part in, because later on you'll see that we have goats, and we have lots of these canals that go through the property. So
they're all
clean all of them up. We've got, stuff that was left in the woods, tires and things like that we've been pulling out. We found lots and lots of roofing that we've been pulling out.
And the water's about, maybe 6 inches deep. Some places 2 feet. Past, like, some places are like near your knees. So we gotta get that, and like the ground's really wet. So some work. So we've put in a fire pit, which we used all last summer. We put that in at the beginning of the summer right after we moved here. And that's been a lot of fun. And we pulled these train track things out to make benches. There's some more here. There's some more back in the bushes over there. Just everywhere.
Overgrown bushes over here. So as you can see from the property, it goes all the way back to the mountains back there. Yeah, to about those trees up there. But where you see the cattails, it's all wet over there. So we're gonna have to work on some kind of drainage system. A couple of fence posts here. They were sporadic all over the property, but not fenced in. They were just everywhere. So we pulled out probably, I want to say 30 or 40 of them. And we've got them stacked up to reuse because we're going to end up fencing in for our goats. And there's another stream. Yes, here's another one of those culverts. That actually empties into a stream that's on the other side of there. We've got all of this to clear out where trees have came down this winter. We've pulled out tires out of here, and we've pulled some oil cans out of here, and you know, a little bit of debris, like garbage type debris. But as you can see, we've got tons of trees to clean up and everything to prune back.
And these need to be cleaned out because it's stopping the water from going, and then it's flooding a little bit. So
we put some plastic up because it leaks quite a bit, but we just have a few chickens. We have some more coming in about 4 weeks, and if you pan over that way, JJ, that's the beginning of the next coop that we're going to build. This one, the lid doesn't stay on and the side is falling off, and so we've got a little bit of mess and a couple of eggs. So we definitely have to redo the chicken coop. We got pretty excited with the whole farm idea and getting the chickens, and then we got goats, but we really didn't have a place for them. We bought the goats, and the day they arrived, we ran up to the store and bought the surround and put it there, and then built a little lean-to in it. So needless to say, we got the goat before the horse or something. And I highly don't recommend buying animals before you have a place to put them.
Yeah, being prepared is much better.
Yeah, it's better. So as soon as we're finished with the chicken coop, our goal is to pasture off this area and build a 3-sided lean-to for the goats so that they have a nice place to live. We did put a banquet tarp over so they have a dry area inside their goat area, and we curtained it off with tarps so they have a little bit of privacy. Usable for us because there was a lot of stuff back in the corner, and both of the tables in there were just full of stuff that we had to pull out and take to the dump. We have pulled out one table so far, and we're using it kind of as a barn.
The back half of this, like 25% of this, had stuff like just everywhere when we first got it, so it's a lot better in here now.
So both sides had tables like this, but they were actually pretty full of broken pots and bottles and glasses and ropes and all of that kind of stuff. And this corner was completely full of like
shooting targets
and shooting toys, like a dummy and plastic bags and all of that kind of stuff. So we pulled all of that out. We're going to hopefully repurpose some of this gardening stuff, but most of it is just, you know, disposable type things. So we'll see. I have some of my goat things here for our goats and our chickens, and then of course we're storing the food for the goats. And this we use actually for the ground to absorb some of the water because there's so much groundwater. We're hoping this summer that we'll be able to get the canals opened up so that everything will drain properly. And then we have barrels that we keep their food. And we have garbage can barrels like this everywhere where we store, because we had such a rodent problem when we first got here that we ended up getting a couple of cats. We got 2 more dogs. We actually got 3 dogs since we've been here. We got the first dog the day after we moved in, and then we got 2 more cats and 2 more dogs this summer.
Cats are over there.
So they've been very handy. They've gotten mice a few times. So here's some more stuff that we've been pulling out. You can look along the back side here. This whole area hasn't made it to the dump yet. This is from when we first moved in. These rhododendron trees are so huge that you can actually walk all the way to the front of the house, and we'll probably go that way in just a moment. I really want to be able to record all the things that we've been doing. We have our 6 goats in here right now. We have the bucks in with the ladies, and we're hoping to get babies. They think that we're going to feed them right now, but we're going to feed them just a little bit. And then we have another pen that we keep the bucks when they're not with the ladies. So we saw the canal that ran down, and this over here is the creek.
It's really full.
And the creek is all the way up.
It's usually a few inches or like almost a foot lower, but it's getting really full.
And then there's the property across is also ours. There's 2 driveways going into this property part over there, which is about, I think it's about an acre over there. But you can see that the water's coming from a stream there and a stream there, and it's almost stagnant right here. So we need to really clean it out, so that it's flowing better.
And during the summertime, that isn't really flowing at all right over there. Right over there, so yeah.
So this is kind of a trail that goes to the front of the house. We've been cleaning up through here because there's been broken glass and broken plastic and all of that kind of stuff.
And then there's these things that are growing like crazy, and they poke and stuff.
Holly bushes. We're going to probably take all of the holly bushes out of here, and we're trying to get the ivy out because, as you can see, the ivy is kind of taken over this tree right here. And we had
one tree fall on top of,
completely down on the greenhouse, and we've had 2 other trees come down because of the ivy.
Yeah.
So we're gonna be fighting ivy for a while.
But it's really, really nice through here. It's pretty clean. You got a thing on, there you go.
And as you can see, we've got more ivy everywhere.
Yeah. And it's growing like crazy. We have...
Originally, somebody used it as ground cover.
Yeah.
Not realizing that it was just going to literally take over the trees. So...
We got the stream over there more.
The stream actually goes all the way down and under the road.
Yeah, it goes underneath the highway right there. And it's rushing too. It's coming from all those streams that we were showing you guys. So we're walking this way now. Cut down a lot.
Cut down a lot. And then we have a work area over here, this lean-to that we're going to end up putting 3 sides on, and probably a barn door. I'm going to go ahead and pause it. I'm going to show you where we...
Oh, this
was pretty full of garbage and had
ivy growing up this.
Over it, and it's the other end of what we call the barn now. And there's still stuff that we need to pull out of here and get rid of.
Yeah.
But this is where we put the garbage, and then we take the garbage to the dump. So
we put it all in cans, so they're sealed, so that we don't have a rodent issue, or we can at least eliminate as much as we can.
And then this one here is just a regular shed. But we've noticed mice in there as well, so we try not to put anything that can get destroyed in there at all.
Yeah.
So that is the beginning of the property.
Hey guys, thank you so much for watching our first video. We're so excited to share this journey with you. The ups, the downs, the goods, the bads. We're excited to share, things that are working for us, things that are not working that we've had to, change and redo. And we're not professionals by any means, but we're very, very excited to share this journey. And if you enjoy it, continue to watch, like, subscribe, share, and we look forward to hearing your input.